Hello and welcome back to another video and welcome to Canggu. In last week's video we told you we were going to be exploring North Bali. However, despite it being sunny here, it's actually not so good weather up north. So we've decided to scrap that idea and explore Canggu instead. So in a few months my friend is coming out here to visit us. So we're going to explore a few different areas that we can go and stay with her, and hopefully it'll help you guys as well if you guys are looking to come to Canggu and where to stay.
Let's go! So we have arrived at our first spot on the list, Pererenan. We're not overly sure how to pronounce it. Multiple people have pronounced it in different ways when we spoke about it, but we've come here because we've never actually been here before. First impressions, a lot quieter as expected, which is nice, quieter on the roads. There is a lot more construction here though than actually central Batu Bolong. And I think that is because that area is already pretty much built. There aren't too many rice fields that they can take over there, whereas here there are. So there's a lot of construction, but there also is a lovely amount of restaurants and shops as well at the same time. But what was your thoughts?
I think, yeah, it seems a lot quieter, but I actually think once all the building work's done, I think it's going to be amazing. It looks like there's going to be so many nice villas, Airbnbs. There's lots of yoga studios here. Looks like there's lots of nice boutiques and a nice beach. And the restaurant scene looks great so far. And
yeah, restaurant scene's good.
Yeah, and that palm tree lined road, which is, I think, always quite nice, isn't it? So I do think it could be a really nice new place to be. We've now come to a bar that's overlooking the rice fields. So we thought we'd have a nice aesthetic view, but unfortunately there is construction work going on right in front of us. But overall, what are our thoughts?
Yeah, so far we've been here for a couple of hours, and yeah, the vibe's really nice, very chilled. So if you're thinking of here and you're thinking, oh, we might be a little bit outside of, you know, the nice cafes and shops, you definitely won't be. There's really nice versions of those as well over this side.
Plus, it's only a 10-minute drive to Batu Bolong.
If that.
But we will show you that a little bit later in this video.
So next on the list is Seseh, I think it's pronounced. It is the next neighbourhood along when you're looking at a map of Canggu. So let's go and explore that and see what it's like. So we have just turned into Seseh area off the main road, and this is what we're welcomed with. A beautiful rice paddy field with kids playing in it, flying their kites, all laughing and joking. It's a really nice atmosphere actually.
It feels quite like local and family orientated. Like, you know, if you're at home and you would see kids go and play with their footballs out in the park, or go on their bikes, it feels like that.
And we haven't even driven into the main area yet, but this is just beautiful. We've been riding around here for the last half an hour, going up and down the roads and just taking it all in. And definitely is a lot quieter over here. So much more rice fields and palm trees, which makes it so much more beautiful than central Canggu, Batu Bolong, the most touristic places. I think that's a given, but definitely less construction over here as well compared to Pererenan. Because it is that next block along, if you like, the block west. I think the construction is yet to hit this area, but I think given a few years' time, I would expect to see more villas and shops and restaurants going up here. We've just pulled over on the side of the main road here in Seseh, and I wanted to show you exactly what we're talking about with the rice field. So bear in mind this is the main road. We have a huge rice field over this side and a huge rice fields over this side as well. When you compare this to, you know, where we're staying right now in Batu Bolong, it's just shops, massages, places, everything, and you never get to see this kind of view in Batu Bolong. We were just saying that I think living here, if you were to come and stay here, I think you'd end up spending a lot of time in your villa. You would definitely need a scooter to get around to your restaurants and shops as well, just because there's hardly any here. But it does give that peaceful vibe as a result.
It's very peaceful, it's just not like I wouldn't come here on holiday, and I probably wouldn't live it. Despite it being super peaceful, I think you'd always be driving other places.
Yeah, 100%.
Welcome to Batu Bolong. Look at all this traffic. It's crazy this Sunday afternoon. Oh wow. I don't think I've seen it this busy in ages. Okay, so I actually can't believe how busy this is. It actually isn't normally, it's busy, but the roads aren't normally this busy. You don't normally get stuck in traffic going down these side roads and things. It's mad. So that part that we just drove through is like the hub of Canggu. You've got the market Love Anchor there. You've got Luigi's, which is a really famous pizza restaurant. It has a big party night on Monday nights. So it's the heart of where everything is. It's pretty much the centre. So right next to Batu Bolong, you have Echo Beach. To be honest, they're virtually the same place. You can still walk absolutely everywhere from Echo Beach to Batu Bolong. So if you see a place in Echo Beach, but you want to be staying in Batu Bolong, I really don't think it's a massive issue. So Batu Bolong is pretty much the hub of everything here in Canggu. You've got your really nice boutique shops, you've got your nice restaurants. We definitely have got like a handful of favourites that we go to all the time.
This area is definitely the vibiest in terms of how busy it is. It's where a lot of the tourists come as well, so a lot of Australians come here on holiday. A lot of them come to this area and further south as well. But yeah, definitely a busy area. You feel like there's a lot going on, which I personally like, rather than the quieter areas where there isn't too much going on. So yeah, if you want to stay in Batu Bolong, just expect there to be traffic, but you are in the mix. You probably will end up paying higher price in your hotel and accommodation as well, though, as a result. But if you want to be in the mix and you want to be able to walk to things, you don't want to hire a bike, you don't want to get on the back of a bike, then this is definitely the place to be. So now let's jump back on the bike and let's go over the famous shortcut to the next area on the list, Berawa.
So this is now the famous shortcut. Our guest house, just on the other side of these rice paddies, one of those houses there. And this restaurant here, Lola's, is again another really, really popular restaurant here in Canggu. We're still in Batu Bolong right now, but this is connecting Batu Bolong and Berawa. So the shortcut literally used to be a bit of a dirt road, and now within 2 years it's absolutely filled with shops.
So welcome to Berawa, I think that's how it's pronounced. Now this is where I stayed 2 years ago in a co-living, co-working kind of place called Outpost. Very, very good. Berawa is next door to Batu Bolong, so it is pretty busy. It's not quite as busy as Batu Bolong. So if you are coming to Canggu and still want to be in the center of things, but don't want to be quite in the busiest of busiest places, then Berawa is a good option for you as well. The beach here is also great, and it is also home to probably the most famous beach club here on Bali, Fins. Now we've never actually been to Fins, but I think it's something that we probably should do, so maybe we'll do it in a later video. It's not quite our scene because it is a bit I think there's a DJ on all day, all night, etc. We prefer a bit more chill. Now the other thing about Berawa is that because it is quite built up, there isn't that many rice field areas, so this is why we love Sister Dumplings, because you do get that kind of break away from all of the traffic and get to see the farmers at work and a bit more serenity amongst all of the chaos that is Canggu as well.
It doesn't feel like you're in Canggu. You feel like you could be in the countryside somewhere. It doesn't feel like you're going to walk out the front and it's going to be really busy. So it is quite a nice place to come, I think.
Yeah.
So in terms of accommodation, we definitely think here has got some of our top contenders for when my friend comes over to stay. So who knows, it could be the place that we stay, with it being so close to Batu Bolong, and you can pretty much walk there. It's not quite as easy to walk, you have to walk along the shortcut, but it is doable. So yeah, that's it for Berawa. So we have come to Tanot Temple to end the video and to end the day. We were meant to come here yesterday from Seseh because it's not very far from Seseh, but unfortunately all the clouds have come over, so we decided to come back today. I haven't been to Tanot Temple before. Tom's been here twice. It's one of the most popular things to see if you are staying in Canggu, so we just thought we'd show you it, and we've come here for sunset, which sunset's meant to be amazing here. So anyway, to summarise the video, we obviously visited 4 different areas in Canggu of where to stay. I think I like them all, personally. I think I would probably say, if we were coming back to live, I would maybe say in Pererenan, I think. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all 3?
Yeah, I think Seseh is there's not enough going on for me. It's very much rural Bali, which is great to see, and
beautiful.
you know that's why you come traveling, essentially, is to see the different cultures and that. So it's definitely great for that. But in terms of like living long term, I think you'd spend a lot of your time in the villa, and it's a little bit of a drive to the main restaurants and stuff. Batu Bolong is a bit too busy for me, so I think Pererenan seems to be probably the perfect middle ground right now. There is a lot of construction going on, but I think if you can find a villa that isn't close to construction, then I think that would be the perfect place to stay long term.
So let us know what your thoughts are, if you've stayed here before, which one you would come and stay at. Let us know in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe, and we will see you again next week.
And you're probably thinking, are you filming in bed right now? And you would be correct, but there is a good reason for that, apart from drinking my smoothie.